Let's talk about net force. This is also sometimes called resultant force. Those two words are used interchangeably. And basically what this is a vector that's produced when two or more forces act together. Remember, anything that has distance and magnitude we can depict as a vector. So let's look at a couple of examples of how we can calculate a net force on an object. Okay? Let's take, for example, a helicopter. You may notice when helicopters go up and down, they are completely vertical, right? But when they want to go forward, they need to actually tilt. That's to create this thrust where they're pushing air in that direction, which is causing a force in that direction. I'm going to call that F1, okay? Well, how come that helicopter that's tilted in this direction isn't going up in that direction? Well, that's because there's a second force acting on that helicopter, okay? That's the force of gravity. I'm going to call that F2. Okay, so what's the overall force going to be on this helicopter? Well, I have to add my two vectors together, and I can do that easily by just taking this one and putting it head to tail to the first one. So if I put my F2 right here, I can see that my resultant vector, which we'll call FA, is causing it to move in a horizontal way to the Earth. Okay, so just adding vectors, that helps us figure out the true vector, okay? Let's say I'm playing golf. Another example we might see, I'm going to tee off from right here, and there's my hole, and I want to aim right for that hole, okay? And I'm going to hit a shot that goes right about there, okay? Now, if that was my only force acting on that ball, that'd be a pretty good shot, right? But let's say there's a wind, and let's say that wind is blowing in this direction, okay? So F1 is the force applied from my golf club on the ball. F2 is the wind, okay? That is going to push the ball in this direction, okay? So if I put F2 right there, and I add these two vectors together, I actually get something that looks like that, F actual, okay? And now I'm off in the rough, right? That's not a good shot because I didn't factor in what the wind was going to do to my ball. The force of the wind on my ball has actually made the actual vector far off of center. So these are some of the ways we can add vectors and see how forces interact together to create actual true vectors.